Man, I ain't playing. There's a whole bunch of spicy tech news about to happen on this channel. What is going on, guys? Oh my goodness, man. I don't think a lot of you guys are going to get this, but I wanted to talk about this on this channel because this tech news in particular is very huge. And the first one I want to talk about is iLOK buying JUCE frameworks. That is humongous. And for those who don't know what JUCE frameworks is, it's the software that is used to develop VST plugins, DAWs, etc., etc., and even DRM stuff. So iLOK being a DRM company, buying that out, it is crazy. Of course, I will have the sources in the description box so you can read it all, and I'm going to read it with you guys, and then we're going to weigh in with our hot takes. But wait, there's more. InMusic buys FXpansion BFD from ROLI. So what is really going on with ROLI? Holy crap. Well, we're going to find out in this video. Let's go ahead and do this. So this spicy news is brought to you by none other than Music Radar. The link will be in the description box. And it reads like this. iLOK developer Pace acquires the JUCE development framework from ROLI. Audio app creation toolkit gets a new home. Crazy. Yes, that's the picture of it. So you can think of plenty of plugins, DAWs that have used this. There's tons. You might not have heard of it, but you almost certainly know some of the software that has been developed using JUCE, the cross-platform audio app development framework, the likes of Core Gadget, Cycle 74 Max, ROLI, Equator, and UVI Beat Hawk. That's some pretty good software right there. Originally released in 2004 and picked up by ROLI in 2014, because I've never known about ROLI until that time. It's now announced that JUCE has been acquired by Pace Anti-Piracy Inc. I know y'all got y'all pitchforks ready. The developer of iLOK license management system. One of the many companies who expressed an interest is Pace comes out on top of us in terms of what is good for the owners of JUCE needs to offer. Money. Their culture completely developer focused, and their neutral company who are in the license business and already have relationships with many of the JUCE customers, and their motivations for owning it align with those of the JUCE team. Now that's very interesting because if you don't know, like you can use, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have never heard of JUCE until now, and I'm pretty sure you're scrambling. Wait until you see that subscription price. But other than that though, for those who are not familiar, like JUCE, you can use JUCE to develop a lot of stuff, including anti-piracy software. And that's what Antares did. InMusic acquires FXpansion. I know that's not how you said the classic BFD drum software from ROLI. Well, what the heck is going on with ROLI? I mean, this is not a really big deal. ROLI has offloaded another of its assets, this time the BFD drum sampler that it acquired in 2016, where it purchased UK's development FXpansion, whatever you say, however you say it, which has created the popular drum software. It has been picked up by InMusic, the parent company of the likes of Akai Professional, Alesis, M Audio, and Newmark, and Denon, and everybody else. Holy crap, they own a lot of stuff. It has always been regarded as one of the finest options out there for realistic acoustic drum emulations. In fact, it was the first virtual instrument to even attempt a fully emulated all-dev nuance of the real thing. The software is currently at version 3 and has also spawned multiple expansions. InMusic has taken on not only the BFD software, but also the entire engineering department that works on it. The plot thickens. We recognize that today is a very difficult time for so many, and we're looking forward to a quick recovery for all, says Jack O'Donnell, the CEO of InMusic Corporate Corps. Our optimism for the future knows no bounds, and we are very excited to welcome the entire BDF team as a part of the family of the company. So I definitely want to hear your guys' hot takes in the comment section. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are probably bewildered, don't know what I'm talking about, and you guys should pay attention to this because my hot take, man, I'll tell you right now, man, oh man. Now, it's a huge play for iLOK for them to buy JUCE frameworks, and it's for a whole bunch of reasons, because A lot of companies use it, from Isotope, from Future Audio Workshop, from Antares, which recently switched over to their framework so they can do things DRM wise outside of iLOK. Remember that Antares, their auto-tune plugins were iLOK. They were dongle based iLOKs as well. That's a ridiculous move, right? When you have your money earners get away from you, it gets a little difficult. And you can see companies like Mcree and all the other companies that weren't even involved with iLOK, but they was using e-licenser. They are getting away from that stuff because they are able to build their own frameworks, their access, and they don't need all that stuff. And people don't like dongles as is anyways. I mean, they're quite convenient. And even with iLOK stuff, I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this personal hot take. I actually enjoy the fact that I have an iLOK account and there are certain plugins that people don't have access to. That means that there's a price of entry, meaning that means if somebody has done something with a certain plugin, then you don't have to worry about basically everybody going on IG and pirating the shit out of it or reselling it or something like that. That's pretty much the reason why the 90s are pretty relevant when it comes to hip hop music, because or music in general, because there's a barrier entry to buying stuff and people couldn't get software or whatever like that. I know people ain't gonna like this hot take, I know it, but again, I want to hear from you guys because, you know, your opinions matter to me, at least. The other hot take about that is, man, what the hell is happening with ROLI? Like, what in the world are they doing to sell off some of these valuable assets that they have acquired here? Because when you acquire a business and it's not working for you, I can understand, but maybe, I don't know what financial issue that ROLI has had or whatnot. I mean, I really didn't even understand or know what in the world ROLI was ever, until like maybe when they had the ROLI C Bridge or whatever. See, I don't even know it now, and I never really had a passion to actually play with any of ROLI's products. They never appealed to me. But the fact that I've always known that they have owned those IPs or owned those companies, that is really huge that they would get rid of those, because those are very huge parts. I mean, even to the point to where, and I don't want to get too dirty or spicy in this video, because I do know a little more, and you know, it ain't certain people's business, but there's a company that just released a plugin that wasn't very good and they refused to update their JUCE framework. And for those who did update their JUCE framework, they got a little bit more for their money and their plugins ended up being better, but then that one plugin didn't do very well and it was released and it was overhyped, and InMusic, with them buying, since they have like Akai, Newmark, and Denon, and Air Music Tech, and many other companies I can't remember right now, them acquiring FXpansion, that is ridiculous. Like, that company in itself has a lot of potential. It just makes me wonder, like, what the hell is going on with ROLI?